Hello and welcome back. I'm just giving a quick update about my station loot mod. I added logbooks to spawn inside cargo crates scattered around the station. Right now chances are at 100% per crate, so each crate will have a logbook in it. I will change that to a lower value. I also changed the basic loot to a lot lower value, but it's still worth to look into the chests. Now the logbooks will contain randomly selected texts which are defined in a config file. You can define what kind of faction through this faction ID. You can actually have what text, so you can have different text for the trading faction, different text for the pirates, different text for scavengers, and any other kind of faction you want. The texts are randomly selected, and I plan to actually have automated system fill in bits which you can define. As you can see here, it's system A, system B. Those are things I can procedurally generate. This is the next milestone I plan to achieve. But for now you can basically define any kind of background story you want and add that to each faction, and then the players can discover these background stories piece by piece through random logbooks scattered around in these factions, ships and stations. Yeah, like that, for example. Actually, most of these are written by a guy called Max. I met on the Starmade Discord. Big thanks to him. I also wrote some of them myself. For example, I think this one, which is blatantly stolen from Odyssey 2001. But now, if you want to, you can send me your own short texts, and I will put them into the mod. So you can actually see your own texts appear in these station loots for whoever else has the mod installed. I mean, of course, server owners can change the texts, but these will be the default texts this mod comes with. The text has to be below 512 characters. I will look over the text so you don't put too crazy inappropriate stuff in it, but I mean, it's not, I don't really care about what you put into it. I mean, you could put your own station lore, like your own station's roleplay lore or whatever you want. You can send me this and I will put it into the mod. Let's have a quick look at the config file, so you can actually see and understand how this whole thing is structured, and then we'll be done. Okay, so this is how the config file looks like. It's this small. It's an array of a bunch of text objects. It's a JSON, so this is how it's actually displayed and stored in your Starmade install folder. If you want to add your own text, you just copy paste the object. Let's add a comma here. So they are separated between commas, and the last one doesn't have one. And you just put in your own text here. Let's delete this text. Put in, this is my cool lore text. Then we do a line break, which is /n, and then this is the next line. These are the hard-coded ones. They are like, this is actually the hard-coded file which will get copy-pasted when you first use the mod into your Starmade directory. There is a default. Yeah, this is an explanatory one. So yeah. It specifies how much lines you can put, how much characters you can put, and so on. Yeah. Now we put this one in, you can specify which factions are here. The 0 is derelict, -1 is pirates, -2 is trading guild, and these are the NPC traders. Of course, you can put in whatever you want. There's no limitation at the moment which faction can actually be used. If you actually mess up your file and you just can't figure out how to fix it, you can just delete it, and on the next game start my mod will create a new hard-coded example file, or a new copy of this hard-coded example file, which you can then modify again to your liking. So you don't have to worry about messing up the file and breaking the mod. Alright, basically that's it. To summarize, I added logbooks which randomly appear in station chests, and they have different texts you can define in a config file. So you can actually define cool stories scattered around the universe which give you a background or just anything else which is interesting to enhance your immersion. I hope you like. If you have any suggestions or feedback, you can always comment on the YouTube video, or you can also directly message me or find me in the Starmade Discord or whatever. The roadmap has actually changed a bit. I don't see the mod coming within a week, which I already claimed. That is because the star loader itself, so the mod API which this mod relies on, is not in a state which allows it to be published in such a short time's notice. So it might take a little longer than that. I will keep you updated, of course. And like I said, if you have any suggestions, feedback, anything else, just leave a comment, and see you around. See you next time. Goodbye.